Today we're gonna start incubating and we have to select the eggs. First thing first, the eggs have to be pointed downwards or they won't hatch. And they don't have to be either large mega eggs, the extra large eggs, or the extra small eggs. They have to be in between. The color doesn't make a difference to me because my breeds are a bit mixed, but we'll see what more we need to do when selecting. We need to check if there are any cracks and that the eggs aren't dirty at all. These are as clean as they can be and they are fresh. This torch is used for egg candling, and as you can see, there aren't any cracks. Let's keep on selecting and I'll show you more. Now the eggs are ready. This is in dirt. These are speckles on the eggs. And so, if we ever get a dirty egg, we just scrub it with a dry scrub. We just scrub it a bit and there won't be any problem. Now, these usually need to be stored beforehand, points downwards. If they are not, you must let them in the incubator pointing downwards for at least half an hour before starting the process. As you can see, we have a motor here, and this is a fully automated incubator. We don't have to touch anything. The eggs will roll from one side to another on their own. And here we have to fill one of these with water for 18 days. After 18 days, we fill both of them. The last 3 days. These are chicken eggs, so they take around 21 days to hatch. Sometimes they'll hatch before, sometimes they'll hatch after. And if you're lucky, if you want chickens, hens to be accurate, you'll get hens. Usually I'm not that lucky and I'll get more roosters. In 8 more days, we'll let the process start. After 8 days, we'll do some egg candling, when we'll see if the egg has been fertilized and has started developing into a chick. We'll see the veins pulsating and everything is going on, hopefully. So I'm gonna close the lid and we'll switch it on. Okay. So I switched it on. The temperature is still rising. It's 22.1 degrees, 0.2. It's flickering because the video has a different frequency to this LED. And we're gonna fill the first one with water. Usually this has to be filled on a daily basis. And that is how we start the incubating. We just need one more thing before we start, and I'll show you. So here we've just added the dates. This is the date we did them. It's important to add the time, because if you have put them in the morning, you stop rotating them in the morning. So this is after 18 days, sorry. After 18 days, we stop the process of rotating and we add the second one with water. And on the 21st day, suppose they would have started hatching. So we'll catch up next time soon in 8 days. Hi there, today is the 2nd of May, so 8 days have passed from the 28th, and so today we're gonna test the eggs if they are fertile or not. We're gonna use a torch. I'm gonna switch off the lights and we'll check them together. Now if they are dark eggs, usually you won't see a lot. I can see a red colored ring, and it may be because of the red ring. A red ring is when the eggs have been dirty or infected with some bacteria and the process stops. And this one, we can see something developing, hopefully. The eggshells are dark, that's why we can see right through. Hopefully when we get to a white egg, here we can see some veins, but they are not that much clear. Let's see the next egg. And here we can see the process. We have the veins, we have the heart beating. You can see it getting black and then disappearing. It's a beating heart, and all a process of veins all around through. Let me see the next one. Now this seems to be an infertile egg. There are no veins and nothing to seem to be developing. This dark patch is just the eggshell. It's very dark on that side, but we'll mark it so next time we'll know for sure. We'll grab a pencil and we'll put a small X on top. Let's check the next one. This one seems infertile only, also like the one before. These things happen. And let's move to the next one. We'll mark that later on. This one we can see as clear as daylight that it's not infertile. In fact, it's developing. There are the veins, not as much clear on the camera as I can see them by the naked eye. But right now we only have two which seem to be infertile. This one is fertile. As you can see, there are small veins around the eggshell. And we have arrived to the heart. Let me see if we can see the heart. Usually it's small and pulsating. Let me see with the naked eye. No, we can't see it. Okay. So only two and one with 99% with the red ring. So we have, this is a clear example of the veins. You can see them right through, and the heart, small tiny heart, is pulsating. Oop, another beat. Okay. So at the end we'll do the count check. Another fertile one. The veins show immediately. It's best to have a torch which closes around the eggshell, so this one has a cup like, so the light penetrates all in the egg. This one, as you can see, is also fertile, and we have the last remaining two. This is fertile, and the last one hopefully is fertile too, and you can see the heart. Hope this video is informative, and from here we can say that we have two eggs which 99% are infertile. You can get that, it's not a large number, from 12, and 99% we have one which is the egg started developing. It was fertile, but it died after a few days. This is usually caused by bacterial infection, and that is why it develops into a red ring. The red ring is just the blood cells which congregate at the side of the eggs. It will form a type of ring. Now let's skip forward into a couple of days. We'll check these eggs and the others to see if all is developing fine, and we'll continue in another take. We'll switch this on. That's the most important thing. Right now it's 34.9, 34.7, so it has to go another couple of degrees up. Okay. Hi there. 18 days have passed from incubating time. We have filled this tray for the whole 18 days. It never went dry, and today we're gonna stop the egg turner. The egg turner is a small machine which turns the eggs left to right. Sometimes incubators, in manual incubators, you have to do it yourself, but in this one it is automated, so less job for me. So we're gonna switch it off temporarily. As you can see, I didn't remove the bad ones, so we can see them out with the dark lights, with the torch, and so we can check them out and we will know which ones are good or bad. So as we can see, this is a bad one. The egg is still clear, and so this is a bad one. I'm gonna put them in another place so we don't mix them out. You can see the red ring of blood has formed. Let's see the next one. And here we can see nothing. That means the chick has developed properly. From this side we can see the egg is nearly 3/4 of it full, and so that means the chick is alive and growing till now. We're gonna put these eggs pointing downwards in this tray. We're gonna check another one, and this, as the other one before, is mostly full. You can see a large vein there, and the chick is still developing, but you can see him moving inside. So we're gonna put this with the good eggs. If you remember, we had 2 eggs which weren't good, weren't fertile, so the rooster didn't do its job, but this is a good one. The next 2, 99%, they were infertile, and they are still infertile, as you can see. So we'll put these, the first one and the next one. As you can see, no development. It is clear as day and night. So this will go on the shelf. These bad eggs, as they've been incubating for around 18 days, you have to be careful. Do break them, because they are very pungent. This egg seems to be developing. I have to check the veins. Yes, they are still good, even though there is a small red line, but that is just a vein. So we're gonna put it with the other set. So up till now we have 4 good and 3 bad. This is another good one. I think the previous egg we just put in the tray is a bit late in development, and maybe it won't hatch. Remember, not all eggs we put in the incubator are prone to hatch, but most will surely hatch if you do follow the easy procedures we are showing in the video. Another one which is good. I'm gonna skim through the last 2. This is also good. This seems more like a scene from Alien, the movie, than an incubator. So now we can confirm that we have 9 good eggs. I'm gonna switch on the lights. We're gonna remove this tray. We'll just pull it out. We hopefully didn't break any eggs from my clumsiness. And we'll put in this tray. We put the eggs here. And we give them a bit of space. So the air circulates around them. And therefore, they would have enough heat and humidity going around them. I usually give them around 2 to 3 centimeter space from one another, so that each chick, even when it's breaking the egg, won't bump another eggs around it. So we've put the 9 eggs in. I'm gonna close this one, this guy. I'm gonna put on the lid, and we're gonna switch it on, and I'm gonna fill the second, let me move it there, the second watering tray. So the first one we filled it up to till 18 days. Now we have the last 3 days, because on the 21st day they usually hatch. So the last 3 days we have to fill both of these. I'm gonna fill the bottle with water and I'm gonna be back soon. So I'm back and let's fill it up. I prefer to fill it up to the brim, so it serves me around 1 day. I'm gonna fill this one too. And hopefully for this video that's all. We'll be back in 3 days, so we'll maybe finish this process of incubating. And then we'll start in the brooding, where we see the chick developing up to a small chicken. As you can hear, the chicks, we have 2 which has hatched, and I prepared a brooder. A brooder is a place where we keep the chicks till they grow a bit, where it's warm, it has an infrared bulb and even a timer to control the temperature. I'm gonna show you the brooder soon enough. So here we have the brooder. This was broken, it was fixed with a bit of glue, and beneath we filled it with sawdust, large sawdust, and here we have also the brooder temperature. So from first to the third day we have to keep the temperature from 32 to 33 degrees or 90 to 91 Fahrenheit, and so on. I'm gonna keep it on a second, so for those who are interested, they can find it. This was found online and I use it as a guide for myself. I keep this open part covered with a cloth so it keeps warm. As you can see, the infrared bulb went off because it shows red light usually. So now it's good to put our chicks inside. Here we have the thermostat. It has a black wire in front of my little pinky. It has the temperature sensor, which we put inside the brooder. And here we have the actual temperature, which is 33.5 right now. The temperature which the bulb slides on at 32 degrees, and the temperature at 33, which the bulbs switch off. This is easy to fix and it can be bought online. Okay, we can see both chicks. We have a black one, which is a bit speckled. We'll put him in the brooder and we'll get his brother. As we can see, some other eggs are hatching. We have a few. So we'll take off these. We have a one which is cracked here, we can see it. Okay, and we remove also the eggs in the process, so there won't be the broken eggs. So then there won't be any waste around. We've put the speckled one inside. The first 2 days they won't need any food. And we're gonna switch on the infrared lamp. And we're gonna cover them a bit. After the first 2 days, or even you can provide with water and food, so they can start growing. Okay, I switched on the incubator again, and we're gonna throw these in our garden so they can decompose. Obviously we'll break them down a bit more, and that will be all. For a few days, if the weather outside is permitting, you can take them out in a sheltered area till they grow a bit more. Always check the temperatures and check if everything is fine. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up.